It, Lewis is currently a tropical storm. It got the international name Kujira, and Philippine name is Lewis. It is currently looping back over to the Philippines on Luzon. It already made landfall on that same area, and it's expected to go back to the same place. Um, it's a little bit above Manila, but it's currently a tropical storm, and the only possibility here that it could avoid land is if it goes up to Taiwan. And what I mean by land is the Philippines. And look at how massive Dolphin got. Still has an eye feature, but it's massive. It's as big as half of Japan. That's how big it is. Maybe a little more than half. It's currently 115 mile per hour winds, so it's weakened quite a bit. 943 millibars, and is traversing itself over to land, so it may make landfall the day after tomorrow, or maybe I'm gonna guess the day after tomorrow it's gonna make landfall, depending on how fast it's gonna move. But as you can see, it's super big. And 96W is intensifying, 35 mile per hour winds, and 1,000 millibars. The next name in the naming list is Typhoon Chanhom, so this could get the name Chanhom. As you can see, its track is going up more north, so it could avoid the Mariana Islands and just go straight up to Japan. Unfortunately, I don't think they need any more storms, but they're going to get more storms because they're right in the path. But Kujira could be a really bad rainmaker, and this is practically just stalling here. It hasn't moved very much, and it could very much be devastating. And the Philippines people need to watch out for these storms, especially for living in that area. And there's two storms in the eastern Pacific. Disturbance 1, which could form into something over by Hawaii. Potential development area. And Disturbance 2 is right behind it. So these could very much become storms. This is a pretty active Pacific. Just look at this. There's 5 storms in the Pacific, 3 in the western Pacific, 2 in the eastern Pacific, nothing in the Atlantic so far. And it looks like nothing in the Indian Ocean either. Nothing in the southern area, and nothing in the Australian region. Let's look at tropical tidbits and see what they say. I'm going to do something a little different this time. Tropical tidbits. So they think it's a lower pressure than it was, or I mean, than it is according to Zoom Earth. 941 millibars instead of 943. Winds are currently 100 knots, which is around 115 mile per hour winds. But as you can see, it got huge. It sure is creating a lot of outflow, and that eye is still very good looking. Again, let's not downplay Cat 3 status. It can still rip off roofs and do lots of damage to houses. I looked it up, it can even throw around heavy objects like and tip over cars. So let's not downplay these. Let's put Kujira. As you can see, it loses those black cloud tops, which signify colder cloud tops. But, I mean, I'll just go off of what they say. They think it's tropical storm. And 96W. 96W has this pink cloud tops, which is minus 80 degrees Celsius. So let's see what they think about Kujira. 35 knots, which is around 40 to 45 mile per hour winds. And that's the path it's expected to go. They think it's just going to go back to Philippines. Just to give a good idea, I'm going to zoom in there and you can read all that for a second. But yeah, Kujira could be a rainmaker, a big rainmaker, especially for Philippines. And 96W, 30 knots, which is 35 mile per hour winds, and 1,000 millibars. I don't know, man. These storms are nuts, especially this year with El Nino in the works. And we're not even in the peak of the season, which is September to November. Some storms could even form in December, like it has been in the Western Pacific recently. Anyways, let's look at windy.com for sea surface temperatures. Near Baja, it's just getting crazy warm. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not very warm where Dolphin is right now. I mean, it's still warm, undoubtedly, but it's below 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Where Kujira is currently 86 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a huge difference. Let's look at the Gulf. Gulf is around 90 degrees Fahrenheit as well. Talk about El Nino. Jeez. Actually, it's around 92 in this area. I saw 92 on up there. I could be like I could be mistaken here, but I know it says 91. That's crazy. Alright, Ventuski wind shear map. Oh, there's Kujira. That's all outflow from the storm itself. There isn't too much going on there. And there's Dolphin with a very distinct eye. As you can see, what they think is it'll hit Naha directly and go up near Shanghai and go up to Qingdao. There's 96W right now. Not too much wind shear around that either. The wind shear's actually pretty small here. There's quite a bit in the eastern Pacific, which might take down quite a few storms that could form into something. Atlantic is just filled with it, except for this area between here and the Gulf. But even the Gulf has a little bit. Actually, half of it's just filled with wind shear. Let's look at something a little different here. Let's look at Colorado State University for accumulated cyclone energy. It currently produced 45.2, and Bavi, the highest one this year so far, produced 51.4. So Dolphin's pretty up there. It's even above Sinlaku, which is 38.0. Dolphin's the bottom one. Bavi is number 7. Sinlaku is typhoon number 2. And it's higher than Sinlaku and almost on par with Bavi. As you can see, the total accumulated cyclone energy in the Western Pacific is 170.2 so far on the 4th of August. It's not even the peak of the season yet, which is around September to early December. Late November even. So yeah, that was the update. I'll keep you guys posted. Stay safe out there. This is Kale signing off.